Check 1, 2, check, check, check. Hey, Tim, how you doing, man? How you feeling today? What's going down, my friend? Hey, Jen. Jen's in the house. Sorry, Jen. I'm still tripping a little bit on the new system I got going here with everything, so I wanted to make sure I had it all right. It's kind of sketchy for me. It's a lot. That'd be a good PR stunt, actually. Yeah, so, question. Yesterday, it was mentioned by Gambit Neo that my audio seemed quiet on his end. And when I went back to review the live stream from yesterday, it turns out it was a little quieter. I mean, I could hear everything fine. Um, but anyways, I did some microphone adjustments on my computer, and I want to make sure that I'm being heard loud and clear, and that my audio isn't clipping or anything like I'm screaming into the microphone or anything. So if you guys could mention that, that would be awesome. Huge help. I'm at the ready to make adjustments if I need to. Oh, let me get this screen off here. There we go. Something better to look at. I love that I can just push a button and camera turns on and shit. Kind of thinking about getting another camera or two. I don't particularly care for like this camera right here is a little rough to use. You know, my phone, just because it takes up a lot of space in front of me. Like when I'm working, you can hear me clearly. Okay, cool. Yeah, it should be louder. I definitely found out that there was. Yeah. So, anyways, my phone sits on this thing, you know, and I'm sitting right here. So, yeah, um, not the most comfortable thing, but this little camera right here that I have. I mean, this thing is like that's my hand on it. So I'm thinking about getting another one of these. Jerry was super kind enough to donate this one to the cause, and yeah, it's super nice. So I'm thinking about getting another one or two, maybe. But anyhow, yeah, there was definitely some microphone adjustments on my computer itself that I needed to make. And I noticed that my settings were low on the computer, so I adjusted that, and I should have more adjustment power. You know, like I can go here and then turn it all the way up, and it gets super loud, and I'm in the red, and now I can turn it back down to a happy place. So let's keep it right about here. Hopefully, it shouldn't be clipping. If I clip, like, honestly, Jen, I don't know how much they are. Could Google it real quick here. Um, let's see. Oh shit. Um, oh, I don't know. That shouldn't take me off to a different screen. I don't even remember what it's called. Insta 360 link. Insta 360 camera. Let's go to Amazon, see how much they are on Amazon. I'm not seeing the one Jerry got. Oh, there it is. $200. That's not too bad. especially considering the kind of camera it is and how good it is. Taking this off my ugly face. At $200, I'm gonna put one in my cart. Actually, there we go. All right, let me catch up to the chat here. Sorry about this. Hi, face. Now, Tim, on the live streams, just like most videos that you load up to YouTube, also like it takes like 24 hours to process the video. Like even though you can post it like right after you're done, but for the algorithm to push your video in the right direction and all that shit, supposedly, um, yeah, you want to at least put the video as unlisted for the first, like, I usually wait 24 hours before I actually post the video. But YouTube is fucked lately. Like, oh yeah, don't forget. Speaking of YouTube being fucked, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button because it supposedly helps my fucking channel. Um, I posted that short yesterday about Punisher. You know, just announcing that I'm doing the Punisher, and you know, Punisher's a big name in the comic book world and cinema and everything. You know, everybody loves Frank Castle, and especially the way John Bernthal does it. Shout out JB. Um, you would think that like putting the hashtags the Punisher, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Marvel, all that shit, you know, putting those hashtags down would get your channel, you know, or get that video pushed to the millions, literally millions of channels and places there are to view that. And I have like what, well, last time I checked I had 27 fucking views, and I let it process overnight. And then you compare that to the short that I made for the Daredevil, you know, and the Daredevil short, ooh, I just had a cool idea. The Daredevil short got, that one's over 1,500 views, which, you know, obviously is like a fucking pittance compared to what some of these cats get out there, um, you know, for their YouTube views and stuff. The guy's getting paid. But yeah, 27 views in a fucking day. Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck YouTube is doing over there, but it's kind of fucked, you know, that they create an algorithm that like practically hurts channels like mine. You know, and no, I don't really care about the money making aspect of YouTube that much, but it'd be nice to fucking make a few bucks here and there. You know, get a little more recognition for all the hard work we put into our videos, you know, and I'm spinning this around and staring at this thing because I have ideas, but I haven't really decided on anything that I really want to do with it. I have directions and things I want to do, but I'm still deciding. Before I slap some paint down on the thing. So that's what's up with that. But yeah, it's kind of fucked that YouTube does that. You know, you would think that in this day and age, especially considering that, you know, the people at YouTube, you know, those fuckers are rich, um, that they would, uh, you know, try to help smaller channels in the community to do stuff to get better reach, especially a channel like mine, where I mean, granted, I cuss like a sailor, and and I play music that is copyrighted and shit like that in the background. So I guess I'm not, at the end of the day, in all reality, for YouTube's policies and shit, I'm probably not the best candidate to push the channel. Bean, what's up? What's up, Mr. Bean? How you doing, brother? How you feeling today, man? So yeah, I'm sure you guys get my point. It's kind of lame. Like 27 views. Let's see where it's at now, because I just added some hashtags before I came down to the studio. Um, we'll see how many views it has now. Um, oh, how the hell do I do that? Oh yeah, bookmarks. I'm so computer stupid sometimes. Go to shorts. Yeah, 26 views. 26 views. And the title is The Punisher is Here. Hashtag Punisher, Daredevil. What's all the hashtags? There's a lot of hashtags. But yeah, 26 fucking views. It's such a rip. Such a rip. Okay, let's get into this. So to share with you guys what I was thinking about this as far as color concept goes, I think this is obviously concrete. When you look at the bottom of it, you can see that the layers, there's like a layer of concrete, and then there's dirt. I'm assuming this is dirt underneath, like rock and shit. So let me look at the channel or the chat. It lost one. Yeah, seriously. Well, it's funny, if you look at your analytics and shit, your view count is, so they count it two different ways. One is the short popped up in the guy's feed and it played for 1 second. They count that as a view. But then they have like an actual view count, which is where the short popped up in someone's feed, and they watched it for X amount of seconds. Like they watched it for 20 seconds or something out of the 37 seconds long that it is. So they count that as like an actual view. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, it's baffling to me. Anyways, back to the base here. This is dirt. This is concrete on top. So I think I want to do like a concrete surface with it, with like scattered pebbles and shit, so that there was like an explosion, right? And it sent all this dirt up into the air, and the dirt, the concrete broke apart during the process, and the dirt like scattered all over the place. So there's like, you can see in the textures, there's little dirt clods and stuff there. So I want to do that. I might even actually add some real rocks on here and there to like break it up a little bit. And then I've got some diorama texture, some AK stuff. They have a concrete texture, and I'm thinking about maybe using that on here to give it some more life. And then obviously we know what color cinder blocks are. They're typically just kind of a gray. So, like a dry brush gray over this, pretty decent. And then put a wash over it to get into all these little cracks and crevices. Simple. Some of them are cracked, like here. And I could see like, I could see using some panel liner to get into there and gum it up a bit. And then the brick wall part, I want to do in red brick. And then you can see the mortar in between the brick is really prominent. So color that mortar with, like gray paint, and then like a wash on it to pick up the details. And then we've got some rusty rebar up here and down here. So we'll paint that like iron and stuff. There's even some peeking out of the crack in the wall here. And then we'll do the brick wall, or sorry, the concrete portion of the wall in concrete color. A lot of dry brushing is going to go down. And then the bullet holes, there's some fun to be had here. Instead of making the bullet holes look like just a bullet hole, like a hole in the stone, I want to make it look like the bullet hole just happened. So you can see like right here around the rim of the bullet hole, it's like molted. It's melted. It's like the concrete melted. And so there's a fun opportunity here to do like a glowing effect on these bullet holes to make them look like they're still hot and molten. And I think we should play with that. I think that would be really cool looking. So that's my general take on the base. And I think it'll be fun to do it that way. Now, how we want to do it. Krista's in the house. What's up, Krista? How are you doing, girl? So I think to start this, the best thing to do would be to start working on this concrete here. In hindsight, I actually wish I hadn't glued this wall on. But it is what it is. It's fucking glued on there now. It's not coming off, and I'm just gonna work with it. It would have been easier to paint everything not having this wall here. Doing good, Krista? You're having a good day? Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday, everyone. So now I need to just find where I want to start with this shit. There we go. Well, I think let's get some diorama texture for this bad boy and see what we can do with it. I got some fun shit to play with in here. Definitely don't need to use snow. Now, I'll preface what I'm about to say by stating that I am not sponsored by AK. I wish I was. That would be super cool. But this is their concrete texture. It's nice. It's got a nice color to it. Oops, got a nice color to it as well. And it's a really fine texture paint, basically. And I don't know. Oh, thanks, Krista. Those are the hats I wear. I don't do baseball caps or anything. I do like a good beanie. I do have beanies. And then this is this stuff's starting to dry out. Oh, this is. I wonder if you can bring this back to life with water. I don't know if it's going to soak that up or not. Well, I'll say this for this. This stuff is fantastic, but I don't know about the shelf life because I've only had this for. All right, I guess I've had it for quite a few months, but the painter's hat. There's so many names for these hats. Yes, tan my smoke cloves. I cannot stand regular cigarettes. I don't mind other people smoking them, but it's just not my taste. And then this is the corrosion texture. You can see it's got about the consistency of like fudge brownie mix. I think that's accurate um, contextualization. Hmm. Oh yeah, I was saying there's so many names for these hats. I've heard flat cap. I think newsboy is like kind of the early 1900s version of the hat is what they called them. I've heard them referred to as a cappy, a flat cap. There's a lot of different names for them. I just call it a hat or flat cap. I guess that's probably my second favorite term for the hat. And then it'll start getting really hot in the garage, and then I got to take it off. Just kind of going to do a little sample spot here. So one of the reasons why I wanted to add some texture to the top of the base is forgot to explain this earlier. Um, the base, the whole model's designed to be like between. Well, they didn't provide another scale for it besides the uh, the 1/6 scale that the model comes in, and when you scale it up that big, it brings out all the details of the sculpt that much more. And in this particular case, it brought up so much that you can actually see all the little polygons and everything that kind of comprise of the sculpture, in the digital format in sense of it. Um, so it doesn't look natural. And by adding some terrain texture to it, I can break that up and make it look more natural. It'll feel more natural. I was thinking about it last night when I was looking it over, and I was just like, it's just not right. It's not exactly what I want to see. And granted, I'm not going for 100% like hyper realism on this model at all. Like, I don't want that. There's a lot of like uh, there's a lot of comic book feeling to this model, and I want to honor that. For example, Frank's costume or his battle armor in this iteration, for the model, is the classic white boots and white gloves and all that shit. Um, and so there's going to be like, I'm not going to do like super hyper realistic skin or anything like that on it. There's going to be some comic book element to this. Had I thought about this step yesterday, um, and this is just how it goes sometimes, but had I thought about this step yesterday, I definitely would have done this texture paint before I painted it. Basically, I wasted a bunch of paint on that yesterday, only to do this. But that's all right. I lay in bed and think about things. So basically, like after I finish a live stream, I take a bunch of shots of the model with my camera, and then I go upstairs and look at it and stuff, and zoom in and study it. And you always see more shit when you zoom in with your phone camera or any camera, and then you're like, oh, I should have done this, or oh, I could do this. That would look really cool. Which if you ever try painting a model, I highly recommend doing that when you're building whatever you're doing, and you finish your session for whatever. Take lots of pictures, and then go back and study those pictures, and the canvas will tell you a lot more when you do that. And you can see that's already breaking that up pretty nicely. Well, I don't know if you can see that, to be fair. Definitely adding some nice texture to it. Make it a little more realistic looking. Thanks, Krista. It looks even better in person. Give us a little light adjustment there. And so I'm just getting it on my brush like this and kind of stippling on it, just kind of stabbing it in. Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry. I didn't even see you were in here, man. How you doing, buddy? How you feeling today? How was work today? Got some AK texture paint going down here. Oh, Jerry, I did find the volume adjustment for the microphone. Got that taken care of. Tired day, huh? Yeah, I feel you, dude. Um, So now I'm just obviously cruising around and catching these edges of the concrete with this texture paint. So if you're coming in late, I'm using the AK Terrain's concrete diorama series. It's the AK8014. Awesome stuff. You know, if you're doing like larger dioramas and stuff, it's definitely nice to have this in the arsenal. Good stuff. Just about there with this stuff, I think. And catch up with the chat here. Sorry, guys. Stuff dries fast, so you got to kind of work with it pretty quick. Okay. Oh, I missed a lot. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Tim, Tim says I kind of forgot what Shermans look like. These aren't Shermans. These are well, they're fucking stupid, is what they are. But this is what I smoke. So the Dejarm Blacks. It's not something you're gonna see pretty common, especially in your area, I would think. Let's see what else. Tim's. Oh, the Bean says he has a couple of these hats in his collection as well. I love them. I think I own like 20 of them, all different, fucking plaid, green, black. This one's like gray now. I've had this one for like 15, 20 years. Jerry's in the house. Tim says, I wholeheartedly concur with the new setup. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm super stoked. It takes me quite a bit longer to get ready for the stream than it did for the phone, but that's just because I was like super used to how the phone worked. and this will be the same way eventually. Like, huge shout out and thanks again to Jerry and Gambit Neo for helping me out with this. Like, I enjoy this. I enjoy being able to do this with you guys way more than the other way around with the phone. Everybody's saying hi to Jerry. Awesome. Krista said the texturing paint's making this pop. Yes, it is. Thank you. Oh, Jerry asked if my sound issue was in OBS or on the laptop. It was the laptop. I had the microphone setting. It was like at the half. It was factory, like halfway point. So I just cranked that all the way up so that I would have all the control in OBS instead. Yeah, hopefully it's not. I was mentioning earlier, I hope it's not clipping or anything like that. I think I got it pretty good. Bean says, I used the AK Crackle paint for my Brave Star diorama. It worked extremely well. Did you post that one? I want to see that. I haven't tried their crackling paint. I've heard it's pretty cool. Krista says, watching this is like when I was a kid watching your brother and your uncle putting Revell car model kits together. That's cool. That's a cool memory. And I'm happy it makes you feel like that. Unless he was a creepy uncle or something. Yeah, I want my channel. I really want it to just feel like we're all hanging out. Good gain, staging. Okay, cool. I'm glad it's sounding good. So when I'm done, I want to dry this out a little bit, and then I'm going to hit it with some flat clear coat, and that it helps seal it really well, because it's made of like little tiny microscopic ground up pebbles and shit. I'm assuming that's what they use. It's like powdered rock. But the clear coat, the flat clear coat, that's cool, Krista. Yeah, the flat clear coat will keep it flat, as you know, it won't make it shiny at all, and it'll help keep those little rocks on there. So I'm gonna just take this off camera really quick and do that. And for that, I was just using my favorite flat clear, by the way. It's just this Krylon flat clear. It's good stuff. I like it. Gotta wipe my bench off a little bit here. It's now got little... Feels like somebody dumped sand all over your workbench after you use that stuff. No matter how careful you are with it. It gets everywhere. Oh, I just had an idea to like make the concrete pop even more. I think we should paint. I think we should paint like a yellow road stripe on the concrete surface and have it all broken up. I think that would look sick. Like maybe coming this direction. Like have half of like a little corner. This little corner piece would even have the yellow mark on it. I think that would look pretty sick. Krista likes the idea. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we got to do that. But not yet. Not there yet. Got other things to do first. Um, Good one, Tim. Facts, dude. The fucking chip seal. I'll say this for the AK texture, like once you use a brush on it, you're pretty much never getting the brush to stop doing this. It's just porcupine forever after that. Because it gets the little rocks and stuff get way up into like where the ferrule is, and it's just not coming out. I mean, we could try soaking it in alcohol, but I doubt it. I need to go buy another gallon of alcohol. I should just buy fucking 2 gallons of alcohol. Shit's so fucking expensive. You get into this hobby, paper towels, just buy stock in paper towels and alcohol. You just need to own stock in that now. I mean, I can probably bring this brush back to life, Krista. It's like, oh, you can't see it over there. I'll go back to this camera. Like, if you fill up a little medicine cup or something with some isopropyl alcohol and soak the brush in, it's really good at taking the paint off. I soak my brushes pretty frequently, so I'm able to get extra life out of them. And then like I also have this innate fear that if I throw a brush away, the ghost of Jennifer G will haunt me in my sleep. and like torture me. So I'm kind of scared to throw brushes away now. Don't throw brushes away. It will. You're gonna be in some trouble. I feel like my light is not. Ah, it was down. I knew it could get brighter. Um, wow. Oh, this is the new bottle. So I'm gonna end up using up the rest of this paint in here. So I'm just gonna pre-add my thinner in there. This is a Administratum Gray by Citadel. I go through a lot of this paint. Alcohol is the solution. I saw what you did there, Tim. That's funny. Bean asks what IPA costs me over here. It's about 30 USD for 75%. I think it's 75% IPA. And then if you want to spend an extra like $5 or $6, I think it's about $36, $37 for a gallon of 91%. I'm sure it's a lot more expensive elsewhere too, especially if you live in Europe or something. I know that shit's stupid expensive out there. Oh. I typically order it on Amazon. So it's a little cheaper, but not by much. Otherwise, there's a market here in Cali called Smart and Final. Maybe you guys have it out there too. I don't think, obviously, you guys in the UK don't have it, or in the Netherlands, but alcohol's pretty cheap there. I can get it decent price. Yeah, you were buying Everclear. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. But yeah, no, we don't have that here in California. Thank God. People are fucking stupid enough out here as it is. Well, everywhere. Gonna have to give my airbrush a bath after this session. Sputtering a little bit here. I don't like it. Thing is just being a total fucking pill right now. It's trying to get a clog on me. Or it is getting clogged on me. Yeah, I can't fucking deal with this. Pissing me off. It's all right. We will fix it. Oh, yeah. I hear the garbage man. Ugh. Okay. So I got a little announcement to make. I hope this is okay. Otherwise, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble. Jerry might already know this. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Jerry might already know this, but today is Gambit Neo's birthday. So if and when he comes in, let's all sing happy birthday for Gambit and wish him a big happy birthday. I don't know how old he is, so I'm not sharing that shit. But I don't know. So, but it's his birthday today. So, just so you guys know. Oh, that's cool, Krista. I think I remember something similar to that when I was in school. Yeah, this thing definitely has some fucking paint in it. So, anybody here in the United States have any plans for the 4th of July? What's going down, everyone? Where the party at? Just kidding. I don't want to fucking party. Stencils are fun. I have a whole fuck ton of stencils. I got to put this in the jewelry cleaner. Yeah. Guys, we're talking about stencils. Like, I have so many friggin' stencils. Like flowers and plants. Like, I have so much shit. I don't know. I think this was all floral stuff. And then... yeah, I don't know. I got stencils for so much shit. But yeah, stencils are super fun. It's obvious to everyone. Oh. Be a fucking expensive ass pipe. But yeah, I feel that, dude. I see that. Totally. Tim's just having a Tourette's moment over there. I gotta say it. Let me catch up with the chat here. Use paper and tea in your subjects for Jim Morrison and Susie from Susie and the Banshees. That's cool. Love Susie. Fuck the Doors, though. I no offense to anybody who likes the Doors, but you suck. Not a fan. Just not a fan. Probably because of my dad. My dad didn't like the Doors either, so I think by proxy I just did like, okay, you can't like the Doors either. But I think even if my dad liked the Doors, I'd be like, Dad, can you change it? This fucking band sucks. I don't like this shit. Just my personal opinion, no big deal. Fuck the Doors. I feel the same way about, like, I'm all about it with the dude, you know, fuck the fucking Eagles, man. Ugh. Not a fan of theirs either. I'll take America or the Doobie Brothers over the Eagles any fucking day. Any day. I feel like I'm not getting as much painting done as I wanted to today, but I think I'm just tripping. Jim Morrison is just Mr. Mojo Horizon all scrambled. Agreed. Tim does a 3rd of July party at his place. That's cool. Anything special? Like, what do you do? What's your favorite thing to make or barbecue or whatever for your party? How many people come? You guys like do a jam or something? It's a friend. Jen says she has a friend of hers, her birthday, friend of mine's birthday, so doing V. What's V? Is that a new drug? I just realized I put all this together without even looking at it. That's cool. That was the first band you got into, Tim, when you were 4. Yeah, you could load a big old fat bowl right there. That would hold a large nug. Definitely want to put a screen down there. You're not into the Doors anymore. I'm glad you saw the light. Oh, the Eagles. Burgers, jambalaya, karaoke, about 6 to 8 people. See, that's about my speed, bro. I would go to that. I would totally rock that. I have a rough time when I'm around a lot of people. Like I get pretty bad social anxiety. 25 years of working outside and alone all my, for half my lifetime. I get around a lot of people and I'm like, there's a lot of people. Am I zoomed in or something? Oh, it is a little zoomed in. Nope. Don't like that song. Oh, here's Sun Kill Moon playing a Modest Mouse song. Doing Exit Does Not Exist. You'd have me? Nice. I appreciate that, man. I'd join you.
Everything's only my own best friend. I get a coffee and phone conversation. The sidewalk and the pigeons in my window reflection. And I stop polishing the evening by the morning looks like shit. And I know you have a heavy heart. I can feel it when we kiss. So many men stronger than me have thrown their backs out, trying to live it. But me, I'm not a gamble. You can count on me to split the love I saw you in the evening. By the morning won't exist. You're looking skinny like a model with your eyes all painted black. Just keep going to the bathroom, always say you'll be right back. But it takes one to know one, kid. I think you've got it bad. Oh, it's so easy in the evening, by the morning, such betrayal. Put another flask inside my pocket, we can share it on the train. And if you promise to stay conscious, I will try and do the same. We might die from medication, but we sure care about pain. What was normal in the evening by the morning seems insane. And I'm not sure what the trouble was. It started all of this. The reasons all have run away, but the feeling never did. It's not something I would recommend, but it is one way to live. 'Cause what is simple in the moonlight by the morning never is. It was so simple in the moonlight, now it's so complicated. It was so simple in the moonlight, so simple in the moonlight, so simple in the moonlight. You like that camera? You like the camera angle switching, Crystal? Krista? Thanks. Me too. It definitely makes the channel a lot more entertaining. I like that I can also like talk to you guys, instead of you guys talking to the thing. Like, thing. That thing. Yeah. So before it was always like you guys were always just talking to my hands and shit, unless I turned the camera around or whatever. But yeah, we can switch it up a little bit now. So I would think it's a little more entertaining, I hope. Thanks again to Jerry for all his help.
It's funny, like I kind of have to remember that I have that ability now, so that I don't get stuck on the same camera angle all the time. One thing I noticed though is that the way I have to use my phone being hooked up to basically hooked up to an app, like an online app to get this angle, then it my phone gets hot and the battery dies like really fast. It really drains your battery and shit. So I just have to remember to to kind of well, I got to remember to keep my phone plugged in. That's pretty much it. And then, like whenever I need to move my phone somewhere, then I just unplug it. Trial and error, figuring everything out. So now what I want to do is mask off the area where I think I want the road stripe to be, and we'll start working on getting that down. I have the perfect fucking yellow for it too. It's almost like a yellowish orange. What do you guys think? Should it go like under the brick wall? And I want it to be like a broken yellow line. Yeah, hey, Gambit, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed your entry, dude. Happy birthday, my friend. I told everybody. I was hoping you weren't like watching the channel in the background or something. But I had to tell everybody. I was like, let's all sing happy birthday to Gambit when he comes in. It's his birthday today. I didn't tell him how old you were, though. I didn't spill the beans. I was like, I'll leave that up to him. Hell yeah, buddy. Happy birthday. Murphy Law's in the house. What's up, Aaron? And I'll take this moment to thank you guys all for stopping by and hanging out today. Just don't forget to please hit the like button. And if you're watching later, or if you're watching now and you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. And by all means, let's share the love and go visit some other channels when you get the chance to check out Gambit Neo here on here on the tube of views. Gotta support our friends out here in the hobby world. The Bean 3D, he's got some fantastic work up on his YouTube channel. Highly recommend checking it out. Dude does some awesome stuff. And Tim Fine is in the house. Go show Tim some love over his YouTube channel. If you like some good punk rock skateboard music to jam out to, or maybe go skating with. How big? I think this would be about the right scale, maybe, of yellow road stripe. So yeah, go show Tim some love and check out his music. He's doing some awesome stuff over there. I'm working on more cool, awesome stuff. let's see. I gotta write all these down so I remember like who to shout out to every day because there's so many. We've got so many friends here now. Freaking love you guys. I want to make sure everybody's getting some love out there. Um, Big shout out to Sergeant Digital Designs. What's up, Derek? Much love to you and yours, brother. Another big shout out to Grumpy Vet Creations. That's right, our very own Jerry Rojas is in the house today, and his channel is awesome, even though it doesn't have a damn thing on it yet. But the thing is you got to go hit the subscribe button and pressure him to start adding some fucking videos. For all intents and purposes, though, he's working on a bitchin' ass Batman that we're all just really anxious to see, and he's getting that going, and eventually he's going to be posting some really cool content. The dude knows what he's doing on the YouTubes here, and he does some awesome work, so I highly recommend checking out his channel. Also, big shout out to Brent over at Ground Affected. Much love to you, buddy. We're proud of you and what you've done for the community, and always looking forward to new content. Super fun to watch. Big shout out to Bird Dog out there. I don't really know too much about what Bird Dog's doing at the moment, but he's just an all-around cool dude too. So big love to Bird Dog. He comes in every once in a while to help support the channel, and I really appreciate it. Big love and shout out to Krista Houghton in the house, coming all the way over from Chad Caruso's channel, along with Tim Fine, our good dear friends here. So much love to you guys. I am just visually lining these road lines up, road stripes, whatever you want to call them. Road dividers, lane dividers, lane dividing stripes, whatever. I think I got them pretty straight, though. I don't mind if each section is a little crooked, though, because the concrete's been all broken and fucked up. People who paint them on the road don't try too hard. That's fact. Facts. You'd think they would, too, getting that government wage. Or I guess that's state. Well, it depends on the highway, right? Because you got federal highways and county highways, state highways. Red states pay less. And I want this stripe to be just slightly offset. And maybe put it at a different angle too. Good catch, Tim. Caught me overthinking shit. I think that's good. Road stripes. Cool. That's the one. Tim says having yellow in the palette will help the comic vibe, I think. Yeah, I agree, dude. Like it just struck me while I was working on the road. I was like, I feel like something's missing. You know, like this is just a little too much gray everywhere, and I needed something to break it up. And then it clicked. I was, oh, lane stripes. I think it'll set it off. I think it'll set it off nicely. Okay, let's see how we did here. We soaked our brush for a moment. Oops. What happened there? There we are. So our brush has been soaking in alcohol for a bit. It improved a little bit, but you can still feel like up in the ferrule there, like it's just rock hard. But that's all right. I'll still keep the brush for something else. I don't want Chris. I don't want Jen G coming after me in my sleep. So I will retain the brush. It will go into my rough brush paint cup thing. Like most of my shit brushes are like over there. And then all my good brushes are like over there. It's like those are Jen's brushes and those are my brushes. So now I need a good brush that I can load up some paint on. Yeah, that'll work, I think. Oh, almost forgot. Gambit says, "Sorry, I need like a chat moderator, somebody that just comes on and reads off all the chat." But that's like part of the next step that we figure out here is having you know, remote audio for like a moderator or something. Not that Jerry even wants to volunteer for that, or Gambit or anyone else. He said I was really old. I was way behind here. The road lines look rad. That's just tape, Krista. Haven't even painted them yet. I hope they look rad when I'm done with them. I think I got the yellow, the right yellow. This stuff. It's this Uriel yellow from Citadel. Went from construction site to city ruins. Yeah, it's what I'm going for. Almost like like apocalypse. You know, like some heavy shit went down. I can't throw away any brushes anymore. Oh my god, I gotta stand up for a minute. Oh. Oh. I need to start setting a timer because I forget to stand up when I'm in here working, and my back just winds up getting fucked for it. And I gotta get back into shape. See this has been my 8 years of disability, or 8 months of disability. This is what happens. It's cool though. My wife assured me yesterday when I was complaining about my belly, she's like, "Don't worry, you're gonna go back to work and be all svelte for me again." I was like, "Oh, you're too cute." She's like, "I kind of like it." I'm like, all right, that's cool. Okay, so here we are with this Uriel yellow, or however the fuck you're supposed to pronounce that, by Citadel. Put it on. I'm tempted to airbrush it, but we'll see how this application works. I just don't want there to be any overspray. and by using a dry brush, I can apply it pretty well and more accurate.
Now we all know the words were true and the sappiest songs. Yes, yes, now put them to bed. They
Doing
wash
a couple of coats too, so it's nice and thick like it is on the roads.
toss and turn. You can't begin to get it back. Passing through unconscious days when I awoke and I was on the onset of a later stage. The headlights are beacons on the highway, highway, highway,
Huh, you guys can't even really see what I'm doing on that angle. All right. Sorry if the blow dryer is a little loud, guys.
Bundles of flowers will wait through the hours of cold. Winter shall howl at the walls, tearing down doors of time. Shelter as we go. Promise me you wait for me only, scared of the lonely arms. Surface far below these birds.
All right. I think I'm happy with that. Get this dried a little bit, and then we'll see how we did. Hopefully it looks as cool as I hope it did. Would. Oh, Bean. Miss Bean. Sorry about that, Bean. I'll catch you later, buddy. You guys have a good night's sleep, man. Got a little flake of yellow paint down there. Come out of there. All right.
I can't go, I can't leave. I wear it like it's on my sleeve. I work at night till the working's done.
My dry brushes are what I use, usually soak the most with the alcohol soak. The dry brushes I use are fairly expensive, and I try to make those last as long as possible. Okay, let's see how we did here. We'll start down here. Oh, cool. It's broken up a little bit too. I didn't want it to be like a perfect stark line.
It's the light on the valley. It's the leaves when they change color like they do. It's the thunder rolling in. Take me home. It's the sound of the rain falling down. It's the slow of the world going round. It's a light in the window that I found.
Fix that little spot right there.
Take me home. I can't go, I can't. Where did either way?
Grumpy was AFK for a bit. That's all right, man. What'd you guys have for dinner? You guys are pretty regular about your dinner time, it seems. Which is good. Don't want the wives getting cranky on us. Don't want them getting hangry.
It's the light of the
I do want to clean this up a little bit. Just a wee bit.
It's the leaves when they change color like they do. It's the thunder rolling. Take me home. It's the sound of the rain falling down. It's the slow of the world going round. It's a light.
Oh, that's awesome. It's cool that you guys do that. Jenny and I do that too. You know, you got to sit down and check in with each other, see how the day went. Because we care about each other and stuff. That's cool. Not enough people do that anymore, Jerry. As I'm sure you know. Dinner and cake. Oof. Now I want cake. I'm going to go to the store and get cake. I'm going to come home with cake, and my wife's going to be like, why did you get cake? And I'm going to be like, because it's Barna's birthday. I told you. And then she'll be like, what the fuck? That does sound divine. I totally want fucking cake now. Okay, here's the question though, Gambit. What kind of cake? What does the Hungarian Gambit Neo want? What kind of cake does the Hungarian Gambit desire for his birthday? I suck at accents. Chocolate cake? Maybe? Red velvet cake? Red velvet cake's good. I like it. I don't know what it tastes like, though. I don't think I've ever licked a panel of red velvet. I definitely licked a few windows in my lifetime, though. Brownie cake. Ooh, that's some next level shit right there. I'm totally going to get birthday cake after later today. Totally doing that. Shit. Where is the paint I'm looking for? There it is. Skip that song. I'll end up crying. Shit, I'm gonna have to go to Warhammer today. I am almost out of Nuln oil, and that is not a good thing. This stuff is like painter's crack. Like for guys like me, you know, model painters, this stuff's amazing. I do want to thin this down a lot though. I think Krista's right about the food coloring. Yes, I can do Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper. It's not a tumor. Desserts have an identity crisis. It was originally made with beets where it got its color from. That's fucking wild. I didn't know that. What do you mean if we used beets here? Well, I guess we don't really use them, but we eat them. My wife loves beets. I think she's fucking weird. I'm like, that shit has no fucking business in my stomach. You know, this will be a hell of a lot easier if I just pour all this Nuln oil right in here. If red had a flavor, it would be chocolate. All right. Satisfied with the bricks looking pretty cool. I don't know how well that translates on phone camera. But now the next thing is to hook the airbrush up, and we're going to airbrush some Nuln Oil onto the base. So I want to bring out some of the texture on the base here, but I don't want to brush it on because it's too easy to have brush strokes show up. So using an airbrush on a big texture is a lot easier. You just want to do it kind of liberally. In fact, I see Gambit use this a lot. I thought that was cool. It's like, hey, I do that too.
You set yourself above that unforgiving God. You think that you believe. Your kindness gonna fall. Your ship is sinking fast. I know you don't believe. Someone who's morally superior can possibly rise the sun to run. I tell people I think you shoot before you know who's in the right fight. So somehow we're saying we're causing people pain, but I stand and take the blame. You scramble to the night. Only someone who's morally superior can possibly honestly decide
Oh, thanks, Krista. Yeah, putting the wash on the concrete and stuff really helps bring it out. And makes it look like concrete. I'll show you how that works here. We take this crack here, for example. Let that get into all these little cracks and crevices here. And then you can take a sponge or, wadded up paper towel. In this case, I like the paper towel because it's, you can kind of wad it up and give it a different texture and break it up a little bit. But then you just dab. And then you have a more realistic looking concrete, especially once it dries. So you can see it's really looking like a decent, well, not decent, but a road surface now. And then what we'll do is do some dry brushing around the edges, do some edge highlighting to bring it up a little more. What time we got? 4:10. All right. About 20 more minutes. As soon as my wife gets home, I'm gonna have to go to Warhammer and pick up some more paint. I got quite a few bottles I need to replace, actually. It's like anytime I finish a bottle of Citadel paint, it comes over here. That's the purgatory spot where I throw all my empty paint bottles from Citadel, and that reminds me to basically put them in my inventory, or like take them out of my inventory and add them to my wish list or whatever on their app. And then so that way when I go into Warhammer, I know which paints I need to buy, and I don't buy repeats and bottles of paint that I already have. Yeah, get paint and cake. Ugh. It's getting warm in here. Okay, next up is... Where is it? There it is. Oh, shit. There we go. Gonna mix this shit up. So now some highlights. Missing something. Where is it? All right, I like that better. That breaks it up a little better. Okay. Preparing the next print. How long do you have to go on that thing? Like you're talking. I'm assuming you're talking about Batman, right, Jerry? Oh, Gambit's preparing the next print. My bad. You do whatever you got to do, boo boo. It's your birthday. So now what I'm using, I think I forgot to mention this. So I'm just using what's called deck tan to dry brush on all these rough edge highlights and stuff to bring all that jagged concrete texture out on. You can see how that's working. It's a pretty fast and very easy to use technique, but it really gets the job done cool and gives it a nice. It really helps bring texture out in your pieces. And I want kind of, again, I'm kind of going for like a bit of a comic book feel, so I want those edges and those textures to be kind of like a good stark contrast. And this technique really helps bring those out. And that's why we're building up all these layers as we go along. And the topmost surfaces, obviously, I want there to be kind of a highlight on that area. But our base is definitely starting to come together, and we're working our way up. The next step is going to be doing this brick wall thing here. So the brick wall will be tomorrow. Maybe a few touch-ups on the base tomorrow, but otherwise I'm calling this section of the base pretty good today. We got to do the ground, of course. This is going to be cool. This is going to be a nice little contrast with the concrete on top. Let me go back to the chat here. Sorry, guys. Oh man, Gambit. That is a big model, dude. Yeah, Krista has an Instagram, but she doesn't fucking post anything on it because she hates the world. Or Jen, not Krista, sorry. See, now that I got two women in the group that are regulars, I'm mixing you guys up. I'm so sorry. Or did I get that right? Gambit, did you get to see this model put together yesterday? I think you already went to bed by the time I did that. Maybe. It's so freaking big. I'm all mixed up. You were asking Krista if she has Instagram. Yes, Krista has Instagram. Jen has Instagram too, but she doesn't post on it. And I wish she would, because Jen's work is amazing, and we need more women out there encouraging more women to do these kinds of hobbies, or to display your work at least. Good to provide some competition. Got to provide some competition for the men out here. You girls out there doing some killer work. I like that. Oops. Hmm. All right. Pretty much cleaning up at this point. I gotta run it a little bit late. I'd honestly like to keep painting. Kind of in the mood. What do you guys think of this? How's that looking so far? I don't know how it looks on camera. See if I can get a better angle. I do want to try one thing. Well, thanks, Jerry. Appreciate you, man. Was my YouTube buffering? We're getting a little bit of lag here. I think airbrushing this in will be a lot more practical. Oh, maybe it is my phone, because that is a different... Good point. Switch camera angles, maybe we won't have that issue. Oh, and the shade I'm airbrushing right now is called Agrax Earth Shade. It's this one here. Hopefully it's not... Oh, my phone's buffering bad, isn't it? Okay. We'll just stick with this camera. So, Agrax Earth Shade by Citadel. And that's just what I'm airbrushing into these... onto the ground part of the base. I kind of like the way that's looking just by itself. Could maybe do some edge highlights around here. I think that would give it a more comic book appearance, maybe. Fuck off. I was getting really sick of that fucking paper towel sticking to my model. Oops. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty cool. Still got a bit of work to do. I need to put some shadows here along these cracks. Oh, the wife's home. My little rock star coming in right now. Don't run me over. That's really bright. Hey, Pumpkin.
Hi.
Hey, come here.
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi here.
Hi.
We can't see you. That was perfect. Too cute.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right. I'll be up in a few. All right. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Did you go to the store?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even though I'm tired and my teeth hurt.
I want cake.
Oh my god. Goodbye.
Love you. Give me a kiss.
Bye.
Now you're just a silhouette. What are you doing? Oh, everybody's saying hi. They can see you. Sort of.
Oh.
Love you. Bye. Oh, thank you, Krista. I'm sure my wife would thank you too. Yes, I absolutely agree. My wife Jenny is extremely beautiful. So we met. Not that anybody's asking, but I don't give a shit. So we met in a coffee shop about going on 30 years ago. I was 25 at the time. So 20, yeah, we've known each other for about 27 years, 28 years. And I was 25 at the time and she was 15. Oh, thanks, Jen. We get that a lot. I'm not bragging, but we're pretty fucking cute. And she was this cute little blonde girl. I was a barista at the coffee shop. Manager, all that. And anyhow, beers and chill out, you know. And one day I was just sitting there having my after work beer, and in walks this drop dead, gorgeous blonde girl. And, you know, I'm like, holy shit. And she comes out of the silhouette from the sunlight, and I see her face, and I realize it's Jenny. And she was like, hey, what's up? You know, and we sat down and chatted for a bit like we always did. Only now, you know, I'm going through a divorce, and she's married, or so I thought. Turns out she's going through a divorce too. So we wind up sitting around talking for, oh fuck, I don't know. We were hanging out till like probably 8 o'clock that night or something like that. And she goes, well, what are you doing now? Like, well, I'm, you know, working, blah, blah, blah. Divorce buddies. And she goes, no, I mean, like, what are you doing right now? I was like, going home. She's like, want to hang out? I'm like, sure. She's like, I got some good weed. Blah, blah, blah. So we cruised back to my place, smoked a bowl, and the rest is history. We have not been separate since that night. Over 10 years ago? No, yeah, about 10 years now. So that's how she and I came to be. And we, yeah, I mean, just she is my best friend, my absolute favorite person in the whole world. We do everything together, and we never get tired of each other. We're just a couple of like total fucking goofballs, and we're that gross couple that you see when you go out. You know, like, how do you guys do it? You guys are always happy. Like, yeah, generally we are. We just get along. You know, when we have a problem, we talk about it. You know, when we're mad at each other, we talk about it. You know, we don't keep shit in. You know, everything's out on the table. And don't get me wrong, we've had our fights, we've had our fucking gnarly ass ups and downs. Like my wife, she cannot drink. Like absolutely fucking poison for her. Turns her into a fucking demon. That caused a huge amount of problems in our relationship in the past. But she is now sober for I don't know how long. It's a long time. She doesn't mind that I have a couple beers here and there because I don't get fucking crazy when I drink. And I'm not on any medication that beers interfere with. Plus, all I drink is beer. I don't drink hard alcohol or any of that ever. Very, very rarely will I. You know, if it's my friend's birthday and he says, dude, let's go do a shot of tequila. And I'm like, okay, fine. You know. But yeah, I don't get crazy. You know, it doesn't cause my having a couple of beers every couple 3 days or something. Doesn't interfere with our relationship or finances or anything like that. Doesn't control my life. Yeah, booze can get gnarly with certain people. Yeah, my wife is one of them. She's absolutely fucking fucking sane when she drinks. And I, for one, am very, very glad she doesn't drink anymore. She's amazing.
Lovers come and go. Good ones are incapable.
See if my phone camera's still on the fritz here. Seems like it's all right for now. Hope. It's showing good on my streaming software on that thing. Yep. She is my absolute best friend in the whole wide world. I'm super bummed she can't come with me to visit with my dad. That's all right, though, you know, like, we spend time apart just fine. All right. Oh, it is getting warm in here, let me tell you. This is one of those moments where I'm like, I need to take this piece upstairs and like stare at it all night. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything I feel like it needs. I do want to touch up the concrete around where I got the overspray, doing the groundwork, the dirt work, or whatever we want to call it. I got some places to touch up that I'll have to hand brush in. For the most part, I'm pretty damn happy with it so far, though. I'm sorry. Jen asked me when I was leaving. I am leaving on July 20th. I'm flying out of a small local airport, though, instead of going to Los Angeles International, because I fucking hate going to LAX. Like, anytime, if you ever come to California, SoCal here, like, if you can avoid flying into, just avoid flying into LA. Fly into Burbank or Santa Barbara if you're trying to be anywhere within this immediate area, in a 2-hour driving radius. Just don't do it. Yeah, LAX fucking licks. So I'm flying out of Santa Barbara. I'm also landing in Lewiston, Idaho, which is a really small municipal airport that's like, it's barely capable of landing the plane that I'm flying in on. Oh, here's some other ground back here that I need to paint in. And then I'll be at my dad's place for a week, and my Aunt Glenna's coming up to visit as well. I haven't seen her in years, so that's going to be awesome. She and I are like peanut butter and jelly. She's my favorite aunt. Two peas in a pod. Oh, Krista, that's cute. Mrs. 3D Painter. I love it. Hope I'm not still buffering. Is that looking good? I'm not seeing it buffering on. Well, whatever. I'm pretty pleased with this. I think we got some good work done today. I think I want to go over these yellow stripes again, though. I want them brighter. I think they should stand out more, and that'll keep more of a comic book feeling to it. They're just a little too dirty. I feel like they would be, bright yellow. I'm going for a mixture of realism and comic book with this piece, so. I'm very familiar with Missoula, Montana. Yes. Mostly from a geology slash paleontological side. I've done a lot of studying in that area. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this for today. It's looking good. All right. Oh, cool. I think I'm going to wrap this up for the day, guys. Definitely want to thank everyone for coming in. Gambit, Jerry, Krista, Jen, as always, Tim, Bean, everybody that popped in today. Really, really appreciate you guys taking the time to come in and support the channel. I really honestly can't thank you enough. I know I say it like every day, but I really do mean it. Like, oh, you want to see the whole piece? Shit, Gambit, I almost thought you were still in bed. Let's fucking hey, dude, let's do this. It's your birthday. I'm not going to deny you that. Let me run this alcohol through my airbrush here real quick. I'm definitely getting a clog. Let's fucking do this. You know, honestly, I was looking at it too, going like, should I set the whole thing up? I'm glad you asked. My little rig set up here. So I can just pop this thing right here on my chest mount. That's how that works. Let's go get some pieces parts. All right. Here we go. This thing's fucking huge. Pretty cool how they put this together. Is this the right boot? It's the other boot. I'll be ready to start primering body parts here pretty quick. All right, there we go. It's fucking huge. Like with my hand on it, you can really get a gauge of size there. It's huge. Yeah, very impressive. Oh, you know what? I know what it's going to need. Definitely going to add some shadow down here to the base. Once I get the brick wall done, I'll add some shadow using I forget. It's a transparent blue, something nightshade. Can't remember what it's called. Reichland Nightshade. I don't know. It's a really nice blue shade paint. It works really, really well for shadows. Gambit knows what I'm talking about. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's a biggie. I think one more painting session, I'm going to be satisfied with the base. And then start prepping up the body parts and getting those all primed up. And I think once we get painting on it, it's going to go pretty fast because the pieces are just so big. It's so easy to add detail and get these larger pieces painted. It's a lot easier than painting something small. But I've said that about really big projects before. But this isn't Boga, you know? Oh, I forgot. I'm going to do molten bullet holes in this. That's going to take a bit of time to get those looking right. But, yeah. That's it. That's the Punisher. I'll just leave it set up for now. Why not? Can't. Maybe I can put one of his arms in. I think that'll stay on. Yeah, there we go. I was like, shit, I got to put one of his arms on there. Oh, yeah. There we go. I like that with the gun on there. Oh, and this gun, I realized, like, you know what? The stock is misprinted a little bit. You know, it's a little crookedish. I'm actually going to wrap it with, you know, like gauze. I have these, like, fabric ribbons that look like medical gauze or whatever, you know. I've green and, like, deck tan colored. And I think it'll look really cool wrapped. You know, like anybody would wrap the butt of a rifle with like ribbon shit. I think it'll look cool. You know, kind of like this. You know, the shotgun's got the wrap around right here. I'm gonna just do it with real wrapping. It'll be cool. And the shotgun goes on his back over here. I think. Yeah, that's how the shotgun sits on there. There we go. It's gonna be fucking cool when I'm done with it. That's for sure. I think this is gonna be a badass looking piece. It'll be a lot of fun. Put this shit away. All right. Get this guy put away here. That's kind of cool. Cool view looking up at him. It's hard to get the light right though. I can use this camera too. Like good old Frank Castle. He is strapped. And that's not even all of his guns that he's got on him too. He's got the 2 more, I think, with him. Ugh. Pretty damn good model though. Like, you know, oh yeah, I scaled him way up from what the file was. He's got a lot of supports. The we're gonna have a lot of work to do on the body support removal and stuff like that. Portrait's gonna be fun though. Portrait should be a lot of fun on this one. Painting all the bullets and stuff. But yeah, we'll have a bit of prep work to do. All the pouches are going to be like traditional from the comic book. You know, you had white pouches. And his boots are like white and gray with like dark gray shoelaces. And his gloves are white as well. I think the shoulder armor and pads are like a gunmetal black. They'll be cool looking though. Put my airbrush away here. Oops, wrong box. Oh yeah, what's everybody having for dinner tonight, or what did you guys have? I'm making 4 cheese tortellini, not from scratch. Just, I think it's a Buitoni. They're pretty freaking good though. I'm doing it with a red sauce. I am making my red sauce from scratch though. I don't really care for jarred pasta sauces. Except for pesto. I don't make my own pesto sauce. That's a pain in the ass. Oh, hey, Jack 3D's in the house, dude. What is going on, Nebuchadnezzar? So, guys, Jack 3D is the cat that he created all the Arc Raiders models that I did. Really cool work. Dude, he recently just did Yoda versus Dooku, which is hot. It looks so good compared to a lot of the Yoda versus Dooku models out there. I really like it. I haven't downloaded it yet just because like I have so many freaking projects going on right now. But it's definitely one that I want to grab. Namely because it's also not Wicked or Star Wars 3D, studios. Nothing against those guys, but it's always a breath of fresh air to get models from, like small time guys that, guys like us that are just kind of working out of our garages and stuff or, whatever. And they're just trying to make cool models for people, cool models for cool people. And, yeah, I highly recommend going and checking out Jack 3D over on, do you have a Patreon or are you just on Cults? He has a Cults page where you can get all of your Arc Raiders models. He does, oh God, help me out there, Nebuchadnezzar. It's, you can go ahead and tell everybody like, the models you have available if you want. Highly support this guy's channel on Cults and wherever else he might be. Dude's doing some good work out there for us crazy 3D print guys. Yeah, I did some upgrades to the channel too, Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, I got some new camera angles. I'm actually using streaming software now instead of using my phone for everything. Big help from Gambit Neo and One Grumpy Vet Creations over there. I always just want to say Jerry, but I also want to call out your channel, dude, because I want people to subscribe to you, especially for when you start posting content, man. Really looking forward to it. Oh, Jen, are you looking at his? Are you looking at the Dooku versus Yoda? It's badass. Like he totally got the. He totally. Oh, no problem, Jerry. Fucking love you, man. Yeah, Star Wars, Helldivers, Doom, Fallout. His Fallout stuff is awesome. His power armors are great. If you're a Fallout guy like me, I love Fallout. Elden Ring, all kinds of stuff. And best of all, his prices are extremely reasonable for like compared to what other people charge out there. So if you're looking for some cool stuff or any special requests, I would just hit up Jack 3D over on Cults. Or you can just hit him up right now because he's here. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. I really appreciate that. Dude, you know what? I was thinking once, and I forgot to mention this to you, dude, was like, do you have, do you do any content actually on your YouTube channel? Like, I think, like showing people your process? Like, dude, you could totally post content, like showing how you do your work and stuff. I would watch that. You know, maybe even teach people what you do and stuff like that. I mean, if you even have the bandwidth in your life for something like that. I know everybody's super busy with their own stuff. You do good work, man, and it'd be cool to see some content, some like live content, or even I find live streams to just be the easiest, least time consuming way to YouTube. But whatever your format is, get this big ass hose out of the way. I really need to get like a bungee cord or something that just keeps that ventilation hose up. Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of channels that do that shit. I mean, you could just film with your phone, something simple while you're working. But yeah, I get that. It's hard when you're super busy, trying to have a life doing other shit too. Yeah, definitely got to fix these stripes right here, the road stripes. Add some shadows here and there. Got a few things to fix on the base. blow some smoke when I take the photo. I actually have a little miniature smoke machine that I can use. It's got like a little straw thing on it. I will say this though, it doesn't work incredibly well for photos. If I was shooting like miniatures or something, it would work really good for that. Yeah, maybe that might be a good idea to just blow a little smoke on them. Trying to get this light off. There we go. That's a little better. Could dim it down a little bit. There we go. It's a little softer. I have my fan blowing over here, so it dissipates too fast. I was just trying it out. Yeah, it totally doesn't work because the fan's blowing over here. That's a good idea though, Tim. I'll totally try that out. All right, Gambit. Good night, dude. Happy freaking birthday, brother. Love you, man. You also make some invincible figure Viltrumites. I'm not familiar with that personally. Yeah, Gambit, good night, dude. Happy birthday, bro. Well, it's probably past midnight there now, so it's not your birthday anymore. Huh. This is a good cover. Totally off topic, but this is a great cover song right here. City in Color. I love these guys. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Invincible. I'm gonna have to check that out. This is good shit right here.
Face the path of time, and yet I fight this battle all alone. No one to cry to, no place to come home.
Oh, I need to play my mandolin to this. If I can be my own, I'd feel better there. This is good shit. think my phone camera's glitching out again. That's one thing I'm gonna have to figure out is to fix the latency on the camera phone. I think I'm just gonna buy another one of these cameras. That was most excellent. That's a good question. Hey Jerry, is Jerry still with us? I think so. Yeah. Oh, it's on Prime. Okay. So Jerry, let's say I order another one of these gimbal cameras. Is that pretty simple to just set up on the system? I'm gonna need like a multi-port USB hub, huh? Yeah, because I only have like 3 USB ports on my laptop. I'm thinking it would just be easier to have like 2 of the camera gimbals, and then I could run the same. I'm assuming I could run the same camera control window on OBS like I've been doing.
Through scars on land, still untouched. No stain of hands.
So you have 2 other ones hooked up. So 3 altogether you're running? Yeah, I like the laptop for the face camera. It works. It's not the greatest camera ever at all, but I don't need a great camera to show my ugly mug. I'd prefer that it's a little grainy and shitty. 2 gimbals and 1 face cam. Okay. Yeah, because ultimately the phone just kind of gets in my way here. It's a little clunky and big. I'd rather just have these little gimbal cameras. They work pretty well. Reminds me, I got to plug my phone back in. Dude, I can't thank you enough, Jerry. Like, it's such a dope little camera. All right, Jack, or I don't know what your name is, if it's Jack or what, but Nebuchadnezzar, Jack, having a super califragilisticexpialidocious kind of day, dude. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Don't forget to hit the like button if you don't mind. Totally appreciate it. Shameless ask there. But yeah, man, thanks again for stopping by, dude. You're always welcome in here. You have good friends in us, my friend. I need to let some fresh air in here. It is getting way too hot. There we go. Oh yeah, that's way better. Oh. I actually ordered another one of these backdrops so I can cover up more of the garage. You out too as well, Tim? All right, buddy. It's getting pretty late out. Oh, it's only 8 o'clock. Luca. All right, Luca. Awesome, dude. Yeah, thanks again for stopping by, man. You're always welcome here. We love you, buddy. You guys have a good night out there, man. Yeah, Tim, you as well, dude. Have a good night. Big shout out to Tim Fine, Nebuchadnezzar. Check out Nebuchadnezzar on Jack 3D on Cults. He's got some bitchin' files for you to download there, and you can help support him and download some awesome cool files to 3D print. And if you can't or don't have a 3D printer, to print models, I do offer kits. So if you wanted the Punisher here, all printed up, um, this big or most likely a lot smaller to work on, I can print these out for you and send them out your way. As long as you're in the United States, if you're in the UK or on a different continent in general, probably best to seek someone else out there to print your stuff because shipping's just way too expensive out of the country. It's not worth it. You could definitely save some money getting it printed locally to yourself. But otherwise, if you're in the US, you can hit me up and I can print out a kit for you. I have hundreds and hundreds of models available. And if you want something that I don't have, I'll find it and print it for you. But yeah, just hit me up. And I don't know. Other than that, ran a little longer than I normally do today. That was cool. Oh God, like I'm like an hour late from when I usually finish, so that's cool. Not that I've really been doing much of anything. I probably could start doing a little bit of prep work, pulling some supports off of our friend, and pull some arms off. Might as well get something done, right? That's what this is supposed to be about. Probably take these other pieces off before everything else starts breaking. Oops. Go ahead and just pluck a few of these supports off before I call it a day. As we'll start getting some prep done on this bad boy. Yeah, once again, Tim Fine, have a great evening, dude, if you're still here. And if you're not still here, have a great night. Now, I did order magnets for this guy, and those are supposed to be here tomorrow. So I will be installing magnets in the neck, right up here. They're just 10 millimeter rare earth neodymium magnets that'll sit in these drainage holes here that you see. And that's what's going to hold the heads into place, because we're going to have two different interchangeable heads. And it'll also be the first time I've ever done magnets on a model, so I'm looking forward to doing that and trying it out. I may do that more often. I see there's some supports really stuck in here. Oh, and then he's also got an interchangeable hand with a different gun on it. And I'm gonna have a magnet in that one as well, so you can change out different guns and stuff. It's kind of it's gonna be kind of an interactive piece, which is pretty cool. I think the client's gonna be really stoked about that. I didn't tell him that I was gonna be doing magnets. You can always watch any of these live streams, though, and the secret will be out, so it's all good. But, yeah. Well, that all being said, guys, I'm going to have to cut it out. I got to get cruising. Yeah, Jerry, I'm out too, bro. I got to go take care of the wife here and get her fed and stuff like that. I might go play some pool too. But yeah, have a good night, Jerry. Much love to you and yours. Tell Jen we said hi. I said hi. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm live streaming tomorrow. So I'll be on. You out too, Jen? Oh, yeah, Jen's just saying goodbye to me. Like, I'm leaving. Duh. Forgot. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out today. As always, huge pleasure. Love having you here. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And that all being said, happy 3D printing, happy painting, and I will look forward to seeing you guys next time. Toodles! Now, how the fuck do I sign out? See you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.